Hello, everybody, and welcome back. BJ here from BJ Drinks Beer, and I think I'm just going to drink coffee tonight. It got cold. Yeah. Not a good idea. I'll be right back. All right. What am I doing first? Oh, yeah, I'll do that one. All right. So this one is from Bird's Mouth. Look over here. Haven't really heard too much about Bird's Mouth. I had my first beer from them last 2 nights ago, and it was amazing. It was a Mexican lager. This one is a lager, Shuck It Lager, 4.5%. And I don't know too much about these guys, but from what I hear, they're very lager focused. So I would expect their lagers to be good. What do we got here? Everyday lagers. I'll give you a look. All right, not much to read on the can. I like the mystery. All right. About the color you would expect and about the opacity you would expect for a lager. On the nose. Wow. This one has a very domestic smell to it, if you know what I mean. Aroma, sorry. Very domestic aroma. But how do I put this? Yeah, I mean, it resembles a Budweiser almost. But deep down in there, no, yeah, it just really just resembles a Budweiser. Let's give it a try. Oh wow, okay. Very clean, very crisp. It's got that sweet breadiness to it. I understand the aroma now, more now that I've taken a sip and gotten the flavor. It did really come off like a Budweiser in the aroma, though. Oh yeah, super crushable, super soft on the palate. Actually, I mean, it's got that crispness to it. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, full of flavor. Every good quality you would expect from a lager is represented here. Let me just see if I can scan the can here for, here we go. Oceanport, New Jersey. I have no idea where that is. I would guess it's along the East Coast, though. Yeah, super light, super crushable. Definitely an everyday lager. I could see, without even thinking about it, putting back a 6-pack of these easily. I mean, I could definitely see your domestic drinkers loving this. And it's something that will appeal to the craft drinkers as well. So, I mean, all around, it's a win. Well, this is my second experience with let me try that again. Well, this is the second thing I've had from Bird's Mouth, and I have definitely enjoyed what I've had from them so far. I'm definitely looking forward to checking out more of what they have. Um, if this one sounds good to you, if this one looks interesting, maybe you might want to give it a try. Maybe you have some questions. Why don't you go ahead and leave them in the comments? If you have had anything from Bird's Mouth, in fact, this one in particular, but anything from Bird's Mouth, why don't you go ahead and leave a little something in the comments and tell me what you thought about it? And if you would like to find this one, I can't currently help you, but hopefully, and I have it on good authority that this is a possibility in the near future, this may be available at Joe Canals and Morrison. Rating. Yeah, excellent lager. It's got everything you would want out of a lager. Excellent flavor. And just bursting with flavor for being 4.5%. I'm gonna give this one a 4.5 out of 5. Um, a little bit more body, a little bit more flavor intensity, and I would absolutely love this one. Not saying I don't absolutely love this one, but I would love it even more. Yeah, 4.5 out of 5. That Mexican lager I had the other night from Bird's Mouth, definitely a 5 out of 5. Not even really a fan of the style, but when done right, it can be an amazing beer. Yeah, excellent stuff. Um, really looking forward to trying more of what Bird's Mouth has too. Has really looking forward, really looking forward to trying more Bird's Mouth. I'm like Porky Pig over here. Anyway, that's all I've got for this time. Until next time. Cheers. But don't go anywhere because that is not all I have for this time. Oh. Rick, I appreciate it, my man. Hey, some of us aren't blessed with, amazing work ethic and physique, and, not all of us can be Rick Blade. Some of us, we have what we have. Just forget I said that. That was terrible. But yeah, thanks, Rick, for the support. Love you, bro. Can't wait to see you. I'll probably be seeing you soon at the school. Oh my goodness. Yeah, excellent beer. A I would say a colleague, I guess. I am a beer buyer, and one of the salesmen who come and sell to me recently left the brewery that they were working with and started working for these guys. And I haven't seen him in a few months. And he stopped in and handed me a couple samples, and I can't wait until he comes in and he says, "All right, here's what I have available." But they are not there yet. I think they're only doing distribution locally at this point, and I think they're expanding in the near future. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. Oh, excuse me. So I guess I'll go back and forth. I'll do beer THC, beer THC. Um, in which case I have like 4 or 5 THC beverages and like 3 beers. No, I'm not going to get to all of them tonight, but in which case I should have started with THC. But I think I like this a little better. Um, yeah, another sip of this, and I think I know what I'm going to do next. I think I know what THC beverage I'm going for. Something that I've been meaning to try. Sorry, let me start that again. It's something that I've brought home to review about 3 times now, and I always end up drinking it. But now I'm going to finally actually review it. And I mean, I know I like it if I've already, drank it 3 times. But yeah, I haven't publicly had it and, gone over it. So we'll do that next, as soon as I finish this. Ah, be right back. That's what we'll do. All right. Welcome back. So this one here is from Cantrip. It's got 10. So this one here is from Cantrip. It's got 10 milligrams of THC, which is 2 servings of 5 milligrams of THC. It is Dr. Cantrip. Let's see here. The only important thing I'm really looking at here is sugar, and 31 grams in the can, so it's not the worst I've seen, but it's not great. All right, let's get into it. Really expected to be soda colored. I made a mess last time I poured a Cantrip. How much are they hiding in this thing? All right. Now, Cantrip sodas, they have been very good representation of the actual soda that they're going after. Their orange soda, their root beer, their grape soda, their cola. Haven't tried their diet, have no intention to ever try their diet. But yeah, they're Dr. Cantrip, which is their take on Dr. Pepper. That's what this is here on the nose. Cherry. It definitely it resembles the aroma of a Dr. Pepper, but more cherry. Let's give it a try. Yeah, it's like mixing a Dr. Pepper with a cherry cola. Very sweet, but not too sweet. I can see, it being too much by the end of the can, but just for a sip or two, it's you know, not cloying. Yeah, I mean, it's deceiving. I mean, I look at it and I don't expect it to taste like a Dr. Pepper, but yeah, it does. I guess that's good that they're not using artificial colors. Are they not using? Yeah, they're not using artificial colors, so I guess that's a good thing. If it tastes like it, I don't need it to be brown. Am I missing fireworks? That's all right. Yeah, it's very accurate to an actual Dr. Pepper, like I said, just with a little bit more cherry. Um, but everything else being the same, very easy drinking. And if you like the flavor of Dr. Pepper, right up your alley. If you've had this or anything else from Cantrip, why don't you go ahead and leave a little something in the comments and tell me what you thought about it. This one looks interesting, looks good. Maybe you might want to give it a try. Maybe you have some questions. Why don't you go ahead and leave them in the comments? If you would like to find this one, you can find this one at Joe Canals in Marlton. Rating. I mean, it's a little on the sweet side. Tastes just like a Dr. Pepper, just with a little bit more cherry. Um, yeah, I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 5. Uh, Nothing wrong with it particularly. It just you know, ooh, sorry. Nothing really wrong with it. Just just on the sweet side. A little more sugar than I'd like to ingest to get 10 milligrams of THC. But otherwise, I mean, great taste, and yeah, 4 out of 5. Sorry. So yeah, pretty much everything I've had from Cantrip, especially their sodas, have been very consistent. Um, Way more sugar than necessary, but I understand they're going for like the soda feel, and I'm not a soda drinker, so I guess that's why it seems to me like more sugar than necessary. But very accurate to the soda that they're going for. I'm surprised they haven't made a Sprite, some kind of lemon lime yet. Closest they have, I guess, would be their 5 milligram lemon basil seltzer. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see that pop up in the near future. Um, yeah, but if you haven't, check out Cantrip, their THC beverages. They kind of set the standard out there for THC infused sodas, and their seltzers aren't too bad either. Well, that's all I've got for this time. Until next time, cheers. All right, next up. Oh yeah. It's going to be a beer. It is going to be a beer. It's a 16-ounce beer. Got a lot of liquid in me already, but that's all right. I'm going to power through. So yeah, excuse me in advance for any further burps tonight. Oh yeah, I guess I should have said this at the top. I hope everybody had an amazing 4th of July and is having an amazing 4th of July weekend. Um, I'm just happy to not be at work and to be able to sit on my couch for 2 days straight. Oh, because it was a very long week. Um, my job, there's a lot of heavy lifting and a lot more heavy lifting as we get closer to the holidays. But what people don't realize is there's even more heavy lifting the week after the holiday because now we have to replace everything that we sold all weekend or throughout the holiday. So yeah, I had a really physical work week last week, and next week is shaping up to be exactly the same. I mean, I got like 700 cases at least coming in on Monday, so not looking forward to that. But you know, it's keeping me from being 300 pounds, so I'll take it. All right. Yeah. Next up, we got a little collaboration between two breweries from New England. Two of the more available, at least in the area, two of the more available breweries from New England. I wouldn't quite call them supermarket beers. That's a term that we don't understand in New Jersey because you can't get beer at supermarkets. But outside of New Jersey, people understand what that means. They're not. I wouldn't think that they're supermarket beers, but they're definitely two of the more available, two of the best breweries from New England that are available. Like Alchemist, you can only get down here once every couple of months, and you can only get two of their beers. Uh, there's a lot of stuff from the New England area that we just can't get down here. Uh, but these are two of the breweries that we can get pretty much everything that's available from them. And yeah, they joined forces for this one. I have one more sip. and I will go grab that beer. Let's do, yeah, I haven't heard this one in a while. All right. So this one is a collaboration between Von Trapp and Zero Gravity. Von Trapp is from, pretty sure they're both from Vermont. Yeah, they're right. Well, I know it was brewed in Vermont. Zero Gravity. Why am I blanking on where they're from? Now I gotta look that up, man. Get out of here. I'm almost 100% on this, but for some reason it's really bothering me that I can't think of where they're from. Yeah, Burlington, Vermont. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway. So this one, yeah, it's a collaboration between Von Trapp and Zero Gravity. Von Trapp, more so known for their traditional styles. Zero Gravity gets a little experimental, gets a little silly here and there, but they still do a lot of really good traditional stuff. And this one is a New Zealand style Pilsner, which I'm assuming is a Pilsner using New Zealand hops, possibly double dry hops. We will see. But this is lately has become a style that I've just been falling in love with. Not in particular New Zealand Pilsners, but hoppy Pilsners, whether it's Italian Pilsners, West Coast Pilsners. Yeah, it's a style that has been really satisfying for me lately, and it's really, getting away from the stronger stuff. And these 5.5 percenters are really doing it for me lately. I feel like I can drink more and not feel as guilty, and it's very enjoyable if you get the right one. Anyway, oh yeah, so this one is. Did I already say that? 5.4% New Zealand Pilsner. Here we go. Blending creativity and industry experience among brewing friends. The Von Trapp Collab Series. New Zealand style Pilsner, a dry hopped pale lager brewed with New Zealand hops, showcasing notes of tropical fruit, citrus peel, and stone fruit. Okay. So it's dry hopped. It's not double dry hop, but it's dry hopped. Yeah, and about the about the color and opacity you would expect from a Pilsner on the nose. Oh yeah, definitely getting a certain dankness in there. It it reminds me a lot of Chili Bin from Tonewood, and I assume that's because the New Zealand hops they're using, there's some crossover there. I think it was Eggers Rawaka was one of the hops. I'm not entirely sure what this one is hopped with, but I'm almost positive that that's what's producing at least most of the aroma that I'm getting. But different from Chili Bin from Tonewood, there's a little bit of sweet fruitiness in this one as well. Chili Bin is just more bready and crisp up front, bitter on the finish. This one, I think there's going to be a little something else going on. Well, let's give it a try. Wow. Yeah, this is very, very similar to Tonewood's Chili Bin, except, like I said, in the aroma, there's a little bit of sweet fruitiness in there. What did they say? Stone fruit? Tropical fruit, stone fruit, citrus peel. Okay, I can see where they're coming from with that. Uh, it also differs from your typical hoppy pilsner. Um, it's very bitter up front, and then the bitterness kind of stays throughout, but you do get some relief in the middle in the form of that juiciness. But the juiciness fades, and you're stuck with the bitterness still. Not quite as bitter as I expected, but the bitterness is more present throughout the sip. Um, if I were to guess, and I could be completely wrong on this, but I'm going to say this is hopped with Saaz, Eggers Rawaka, and hmm, there's if I'm right on the Saaz, then there's definitely something else in there. And I'm no expert. Um, I'm just a beer drinker, you know. Uh, you know, I'm not a brewer. I don't I haven't studied beer to the point where I know every characteristic of every individual hop. I just know what I like, and I know what I don't like. And surprisingly, um, I thought there are some things that I didn't think I liked, but in combination with other things, I do. I don't know. It's weird. Hard to explain. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna say Eggers Rawaka, Saaz, and I don't know. It has this like maybe like it has a certain jamminess to it, or not quite jammy, but definitely like dark fruit. All right, I'm curious. I got to look this up, see if it's anywhere available online. What was I looking at? What's this called? Whoops. Why don't I just talk to my phone? Von Trapp collab series with zero gravity New Zealand style Pilsner hops. That's what I said. I don't think I'm gonna find it anywhere. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. I was completely wrong, but it makes sense now. So it's Motueka, Nelson, and Wakatu. Wakatu, I'm not familiar with. Nelson is where you're getting that juiciness from, and the Motueka, that's where you're getting the bitterness and the dankness. Um, so I'm guessing. Huh. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Wakatu. What up, DDC? How you doing, man? Yeah, not familiar with that one, but I was completely wrong. Uh, you would think I've had so many beers with so many pilsners with Motueka lately. You would think I would recognize that, but for some reason I thought it was the Eggers or Waka. I don't know. I'm an idiot. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm drinking this beer. Yeah, that bitterness really stays with you, even as your taste buds acclimate. Um, in fact, I'm not getting as much of the sweetness, the juiciness right now. It's just more so bitterness straight through, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, not much, man. Just having a couple beers and THC beverages like I do every Saturday night. Thanks for stopping in, man. Started doing this. This is my fourth. So every Saturday night at 9, I do batch reviews and just review just a bunch of beverages, and then as soon as the camera turns off, I stumble to where I'm sleeping and immediately pass out. That's not true. No, I at least play some video games for a little bit. You've had this one or anything else from Von Trapp? Oh, thought I was going to burp. You've had this one or anything else from Von Trapp or Zero Gravity? Why don't you go ahead and leave a little something in the comments and tell me what you thought about it? This one sounds interesting. Maybe I have some questions. Why don't you go ahead and leave them in the comments? If you would like to find this one, you can find this one at Joking House in Marlton. Rating. Well, not quite yet. Hold on. All right. Rating. So, like I said, I've had a lot more of this style lately. Had some very good Italian pilsners, some very good West Coast pilsners, hopped with New Zealand hops. Um, and this is very, very good. But among all of the others that I've had lately, it doesn't stand out. Um, oh, not that it doesn't stand out, but it's not the best out of all of those. It's not. There's a couple more I would put ahead of it. So having said that, I'm gonna give this one a 3.75 out of 5. Uh, there are a few beers out there lately that I've had that are along the same lines, just better. And I think what's doing it for me is the sweeter, juicier hops. Uh, if it were more piney and more dank, without that like dark fruit and like citrusy sweetness, I think I would enjoy this a lot more. But I mean, for what it is, it's excellent from two amazing breweries. But yeah, 3.75 out of 5. Oh, all right. Let me do my outro. Man, oh, okay, got a little bit more. Bang out my outro real quick. Well, that's all I've got for this time. Until next time. Cheers. Now I got that out of the way. So I think so this is beer. So next I'll do THC. Let's see, I got a local one. That one that I've been putting off that everyone tells me is terrible. Forget what else I brought home. So I've got a couple all loaded up and ready to go. I'll have to see what sounds like the best idea as soon as I finish this here beer. Oh, yeah, it's good. I would like this a lot better if it was in a 12-ounce can, because at this point, 16 ounce or 14 ounces in, I'm sick of it. I don't want to finish it. I'm only finishing it now because society has pressured me to feel like I have to. What am I going to do? Dump it? No, I'm going to finish it. All right. That was rough. Horrible. Hmm. Yeah, we'll do that. Be right back, guys. All right, let's get the lowest sugar. 10 grams, 18. Zero? Oh, 5. Yeah, we'll do that. Welcome back. All right. I love how shady and like I understand why, but like the information on the cans of THC beverages, like you can never find like. Yeah, that's right. Not gonna go to waste. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, they're so like I guess you would have to scan the QR, but yeah, like on beer cans, it's like, oh, this is canned, brewed, and distributed by this place at this brewer, by this brewery, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, there's all the information right there. But with all the THC beverages, it's like, hey man, you're lucky we got a brand name on it. We don't let anyone know who we are, where we're located. It's funny, like you got everything, all the information about the actual beverage, except like, well, who are these guys? Yeah, no information, not distributed by blah blah blah. Nope, none of that. That's all right. That's all right. I get it. It's the regulations right now are it's the Wild West at this point as far as it goes. They don't the regulations aren't there. But I don't know. I'm not gonna jump into it. But it's so funny because it's like It would like they don't want you to know who they are. Like I want to like promote you, but there's no like, oh yeah, yeah, tag us on social media. Like none of that. Not like manufactured in this town. No. Anyway, this one is from Orbit. It is a 10 milligram of THC infused beverage, and it's called Orange Puffsicle. It is an orange vanilla seltzer made with real fruit juice. How about that? All right, we got 17 grams of sugar, so way more than you would expect in a seltzer, but way less than I hold on. Way more than you would expect in a seltzer. But that's like I guess it's a kind of like a reasonable amount. Like at least you know it's gonna taste better now. There might be a little flavor intensity. Anyway. All right, a little murky. That's all right. Well, that was cool. Spilled a drop out of the can, but it landed on my pinky. Oh my god. All right. Well, it's orange. That's a good start. On the nose. See, this would have been the perfect thing to go 1v1 against the not cantrip. What was the thing I did last night? Like, what is wrong with me? Last week, I put the cantrip orange soda up against something, and I can't remember what it's called. But this would have been a way better comparison. Um, Way more similar. I'm imagining just based on the aroma. This is more of a creamsicle kind of thing, and so was that last week. But that's not what this is about. We're talking about this right now. On the nose. I just missed my nose, y'all. Hold on. On the nose. Uh, Orange, obviously. You're getting hints of that vanilla in the background. Mainly what you're getting there is orange. Let's give it a try. Okay, so the orange is a little like too tangy. Tangy? Tangy. Tangy. Whatever. You understand what I'm trying to say. Um, and then the vanilla is very, like, way too subtle. All right, okay. As the taste buds acclimate a little bit more, the tanginess has cut back a little bit, and you can taste a little bit more of the cream, but still, it's yeah, I don't know. It's just not the balance I was really looking for. You know what it is? Um, a creamsicle. Okay, this is going to be so the flavor, not the palate feel, not the mouth feel, but the flavor of anything creamsicle should be soft, right? You get the soft vanilla with that citrusy, right. This is not soft. It's not that bed of vanilla and just the orange laying in a bed of vanilla. It's more orangey. Like the orange isn't soft. It's I hope this makes any kind of sense what I'm saying right now, but yeah, it's tangy. It's I keep saying it like that. It's tangy. It's not soft. Um, and then there's like a weird little bit of sourness in the background that's like not really. I don't know. This one, It's weird. In some sips, it comes off as being very balanced, and in other sips, it's just way too tangy. If you've had this one, yeah, so weird. If you've had this one or anything else from Orbit, why don't you go ahead and leave a little something in the comments and tell me what you thought about it? This one sounds interesting. Maybe you might want to try it. Maybe you have some questions. Why don't you go ahead and leave them in the comments? If you would like to find this one, you can find this one at Joe Canals in Marlton. Rating. 3 out of 5. It's not horrible, but I've had way better creamsicle THC infused beverages lately. Um, there's out of the selection at Joe Canals in Marlton. There's a good 2 or 3 that are better than this one. It's not a total fail. It's just a miss, if that makes any sense. Well, that's all I've got for this time. Until next time. Cheers. But stick around. I think I'm going to do at least one more beer. And I know exactly what that one is because it's the only beer left in my fridge. Right? Yeah, wow. And it's not like I drank a lot this weekend and got hammered. I just didn't really buy a lot of beer this week. I haven't been drinking as much lately. All right. I should probably wait a little bit. Finish this. I do have a 16-ounce beer over there that I'm going to drink next, and I've already put back. This is what 24, 16, that's 40, and then coffee before. So I've had 50 ounces of liquid in the last hour. Whew. I'm probably going to I'm going to need beer for tomorrow because tomorrow at 5 o'clock, just like every Sunday, is the BJ and DG Talk Wrestling live stream, where we discuss the events that transpired in wrestling over the course of that week, and sometimes there's special guests, but we always have fun. So I'm going to need some beer for that. I'm going to need something to sip on because I can't be here in front of a camera. I've trained myself. I can't be in front of a camera without having a glass near me somewhere. So, yeah, I'll be making a trip to Joe Canals in Marlton at some point tomorrow. Yeah. I have really enjoyed what I've had from them so far. They're not available in the area yet, but their salesman stopped in. I don't know if you saw earlier. Their salesman stopped in and dropped off a couple samples for me. Not because they're available and he's trying to sell to me, but he's a guy I know from another brewery, and he's trying to be like, "Hey, look what I got now." So, hopefully soon they'll be available at Joe Canals in Marlton. But until then, we know that they are a very good brewery, and if you're a lager fan, definitely check them out. Ooh, I mean, I've only had 2 beers from them, but based on those beers, I'm going to say, yeah, they're a very good brewery. My my last beer of the evening is my Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. From what my homie said, they're trying to get distro expanded to make it, into the area. Or in fact, I heard they're available like somewhat close to us. So I don't know exactly geographically where they are, or where their area is, or I don't know what's going on. But I know they'll be here soon. We'll have them bubble. Whew. We'll have them in Joking Now Marlton very soon. Oh right. Oh, that's what I didn't finish saying. So my last beer of the evening, and yeah, this will be the closer for the night. This is something that I've reviewed before, so I'm not really looking to review it. But this is my Independence Day celebration beer. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Be right back. Was it? Uh, let's do. Sorry, I'm choosing music. Yeah, let's do this one. Not what I meant to do. All right. So yeah, happy 4th of July, everyone. Happy 4th of July weekend. I hope everyone is having a safe and happy 4th of July weekend. And if you are, you're not watching this right now because you're out there somewhere having a good time. But for those of us in here, um, yeah, America. So this one is from Ship Bottom, Bomb Pot Sour Ale. This one is a 7% sour ale with cherry, lemon, and raspberry. See, on the side here, it says, see if I can read it like this. Warning, fruit explosion ahead. This popsicle-inspired sour ale is bursting with cherry, lemon, and raspberry. And that's too small to read. Just like the famed frozen treat, no melting drips, only delectable sips. All right. Now, this is the color I would expect it to be, obviously. Cherry, raspberry, yeah. Lemon, yeah, the lemon's not, yeah, not going to influence the color that much. So, about the color I would expect on the nose. So I'm definitely picking up all the flavors. The cherry, the lemon, the raspberry. Uh, this one's going to be sour. Uh, yeah, yeah, I don't even get that like. Well, here we go. Um, I don't get like the back here thing, but watch. it makes like my nose twitch. The sourness of it. Um, I've never gotten that reaction before. I always get like the salivating and like the like slight pain back here, back behind the jaw. Um, Interesting. Wow. All right. But yeah, all the flavors are definitely there in the aroma, but the sourness is the main feature there. Let's give it a try. Okay, so it's going to be a couple sips before my taste buds fully acclimate and I can actually taste it correctly. Very sour up front. Um, in the finish, there's like you're left with like a cherry flavor. Um, but yeah, that's going to change in a couple sips. Yeah, yeah, I'm picking up the lemon now. The raspberry's definitely there. All of the flavors are very balanced. Like you're getting equal parts of each flavor, but the dominant feature, just like in the aroma, is the sourness. It's more so just a matter of what you can taste through the sourness. There's the Rockets red glare out there. I love it. All weekend you get random Independence Day weekend celebrations in this area. Just walking down the street, and there's just two or three random fireworks. None of them legal. Just people in their backyards. Gotta love it, America. Okay, so my taste buds are starting to acclimate a little bit. The sourness isn't affecting me as much now, so I'm able to actually taste what is there. Um, yeah, like I said, all the flavors are very balanced, but even though the taste buds have acclimated and the sourness is toned down, it's still the dominant feature. Yeah, it's really just it's really just a matter of what you can taste through the sourness, and I'm sure that's going to be different for every individual. But I'm definitely getting a good balance. But the flavors kind of come off like a melted popsicle, which I guess that's kind of what they're going for. But what I mean by that is like, yeah, never mind what I was saying before. I just got a lot of cherry in that sip, and I don't know. This one it's jumping around. You get different flavor, not flavor intensity, but every sip you're going to pick up different flavors in a different ratio of flavors. Um, I believe I've done a review video of this one before. I'm actually kind of curious as to what I said. Um, hmm,
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. DJ here from DJ Mania, and today I've got one.
oh my god! I think this was exactly a year ago.
Bomb Pop Sour Ale. Bomb Pop Sour Ale. 6% sour ale.
And we just listened to that song. That's so weird. To answer your question, yes, but the sourness kind of eliminates that. Well, let's get to the point here.
It's a lime also, but oh yeah, Regis cherry water ice.
Okay. I'm pretty sure there's a different brewer now too.
Okay. Not the most sour I've ever soured, but definitely sour. All of the flavors are represented very nicely. You taste everything, but everything is very balanced. There's definitely a sourness there, but it's not overpowering. Maybe for the first couple of sips, but once your mouth acclimates to it, it becomes just very smooth and crushable and delicious.
That's not the case now.
Or finding it helpful or crooked. Why don't you write stuff like help with the algorithm?
All right, I got to stay with it and see what I rated it.
My name is Jay Grant. Here on Facebook. Grant. You give this one a 4.5 out of 5.
Okay.
The sourness isn't overpowering, and once you get past that, it's just absolutely delicious. If you haven't had anything from Ship on a Brewing Company, I definitely.
Well, this is a drastically different beer this time. Yeah. I mean, the sourness, has faded. It's just, I don't know. The balance is there. The balance is there. I don't put it this way. Having watched that and tasting this now, that's not what I'm getting from this. Not saying it's bad or anything, but I'm gonna give this one as is like a 4 out of 5. What did I rate it? Oh, don't tell me I closed out. No, I didn't.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. What? Once you get past that, it's just absolutely. If you haven't had anything from Ship on a Brewing Company, I definitely recommend. You give this one a 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, no, this isn't a 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, 4 out of 5 on this one. Maybe it's me that's changed. But yeah, apparently in the video from last year, I was able to get past that sourness and actually get a good idea of the flavor. But yeah, no, this time the sourness is staying, and the flavors, while they are balanced, they seem a lot less pronounced than I guess when I had it a year ago. Man, I guess all that THC stuff is kicking in. I'm already I'm over here struggling. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I bought 2 cases, so we should have plenty left. Yeah, so if you guys haven't had anything from Ship Bottom, like I said in that video, definitely recommend you check out some of what they do. You will not be disappointed. They yeah, what have I had from lately that I really enjoyed? I mean, the classics: Shack, Hop and Hazy, Mermaid Blonde, Blueberry Wheat. Oh my god, I drink so much of that every summer. Mexican Stout, I drink so much of that every winter. Like 90% of what they do is gonna knock your socks off. This one, It knocked my socks off last year, but I guess I'm not wearing socks. But if I was, they would still be on my feet. Man. So yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I've been through probably like 3 cases since April. It's just amazing. It's like one of the few beers that I crack, pour, and will just chug one. Not that I do that every time I have one, but I don't. I'm not a chugger. I can't do that with a lot of beers. Yeah, it was very, very good this year. The Mexican Stout last year was the best it's ever been, and I cannot wait for that. On that note, speaking of the Mexican Stout and like seasonal beers that come out in the winter, um, just so you guys know, we are about 3 weeks away from our first pumpkin beers of the year landing. I know it's early July, but last year we got our first pumpkin beers the last day of July. And every year it seems to get earlier. So I kind of feel like, uh, we might even get them in less than 3 weeks at this point. But Oktoberfest and pumpkin beer, yo, Lancaster strawberry wheat is absolutely amazing. And I would love to try a ship bottom strawberry wheat. I'm gonna have to get at my sales girl and see if she can hook me up. That'll be the thumbnail right there. Yeah, DCC. I know, and that's what everyone says every year. But you got to think of it like this, right? Seasonal beer always comes out like 2 months, 2 or 3 months before the season starts. Like that's the gap. Like Halloween's October 31st. All of the pumpkin beer is going to come in between late July and early September. Of course, people aren't ready for it. It's like 90 degrees out, you know what I mean? But that's when it drops. And if you don't get it then it's going to be hard to find when you actually want it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what the way, like, put it this way: if there's something you think you're going to want when the time is right and you see it, buy it. If you know what I mean? If there's a pumpkin beer, it's just the way, like, look, I am not, let me put this on the record right now. And if anyone saw last year's Pumpkin Beer October, they will know exactly what I'm talking about. I am not doing Pumpkin Beer October Volume 4 this year. Okay? Not doing it. I said I wasn't doing it last year, and I did it anyway. Not doing it this year. I can't take it anymore. Pumpkin beer is a good thing, but too much of any good thing, it's yeah. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Watch, I'm probably gonna do it. I'm probably gonna end up. But see, the hard part is at this point, coming up with another 31 pumpkin beers that I haven't already reviewed. Uh, that's going to be less and less doable as time goes on, especially because I've already reviewed probably close to 200 pumpkin beers in the last 6 years. So, wait, no. Maybe more like 150. Even so, that's too many. That's too much pumpkin. No one should drink that many pumpkin beers. I'm not Superman. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll probably end up doing it. And like, same man. I'm like, yeah, I am so not ready for pumpkin beers. And then I'm like, you know what? The weather's not right. I'm not really feeling it, but I remember how good this was last year. And then I'm pounding a 6-pack of Night Owl when it's like 90 degrees out in August, you know? Um, yeah, beer is beer. But yeah, I get that. Like, it is too soon, but You tell that to the fat guys in suits who are in charge of when this beer comes out, and like when we get this beer and when we can sell this beer. Like you tell that to them, and they're like, money. The earlier I get in in the stores, the more money I can make. The faster I can make my money. Yeah, whatever, man. Like I'm trying to sell Leinenkugel and Sam Adams Summer Ale. Okay, like what am I going to do with this pumpkin? And then I got to deal with the people who have that same reaction. Like, what? It's 90 degrees out and you're trying to sell pumpkin beer? What am I going to do? Keep it in the back? It's merchandise. I got to try to sell it. Are you going to want pumpkin beer this October? Yeah, well, we'll be out of this by the time you want it, so buy it now. So, and then that's all seasonal beer. That's the Christmas stuff. That's the Mad Elves of the world. That's the, the, what else we got? What's the, I'm blanking on all like the big seasonal beers right now. But yeah, like, just Sam Adams, Boston Beer Co. They're kind of the ones who are like responsible for this, to my understanding. They're the ones who are like, yeah, we want it out there as fast as we can get it on the, and that's fine. You know what I mean? They make quality products. They own Dogfish. Um, Dogfish is an amazing brewery. Their cocktails are amazing. Sam Adams, for being such a big brewery, like they really like put out some quality beer. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. My first year, 2019, October 2019, my first year in the business. Um, wasn't balling at that point. I had just been working a couple months, so I was kind of, paycheck to paycheck at that point. And I saw pumpkin beer being delivered and being put on the shelf, and I was like, "Oh, awesome! Next week when I get paid." Or okay, yeah. Sorry. So it was a couple weeks after the pumpkin beer had come in. I messed that up. It was a couple weeks after the pumpkin beer had started to come in, and I'm looking around and I'm like, "Oh man, I got to stock up on some pumpkin beer next week when I get paid. I'm going to grab some." Next week comes around, I get paid, I come in, we are completely out of pumpkin beer. And I was like, oh, and I learned my lesson right there. Like, if it's there and you see it and it's available and you can get it because when you want it, it's probably going to be going. Uh, and I try to stock up, and it's funny too because like the classics, the stuff that like specifically pumpkin beer, the stuff that people like, Shipyard, uh, Pumpkin, those uh you try to gauge. And so I look at like last year's numbers and I'm like, oh, I did 50 last year, I wonder if I can do 60. You know what I mean? Yes. If you see Night Owl, especially if you see the variety pack, grab that and like make a beeline for the register. Like, it's the best pumpkin beer out there. All four in that variety pack are the best pumpkin beers you're gonna have. There's a stout, an imperial, Night Owl, which is like the regular pumpkin ale, and then a pumpkin latte. I don't know why I review pumpkin beers. Night Owl's the best. Elysian. I don't think I've had anything from them that wasn't a pumpkin beer besides Space Dust, but yeah, they are the best at pumpkin beer, and that's why I don't need to review any more pumpkin beers. Uh, the locals, that's a little different, but I've been doing pumpkin beer reviews. Well, I've been reviewing for 5 years now, um, and I've done 3 of those years. I've done a different pumpkin beer every day in the month of October. Um, yeah, I don't need to do it anymore. Yeah, pumpkin chino. That's, oh God, it's so good. Uh, yeah, just Schlafly. That's another one. Uh, that's up there in my top 5. Schlafly, Night Owl, and I'm ashamed to admit this. And I didn't even have it last year, but and that's because of my views on the actual brewery. But yeah, Atomic Pumpkin used to be like just absolutely amazing to me. And then it was like, okay, I'm just not going to drink New Belgium anymore. So I didn't have any last year. I haven't had any New Belgium for years, probably a year and a half now. But that was always great. I'm sure it's fantastic still, but I refuse to drink it. See, the problem with that, and I like did like go to a couple breweries and do videos live from the brewery, like with different pumpkin beers. The problem with that is like I don't get around so easily and inexpensively. Um, so like it would be very expensive for me to like go to breweries and do that all the time. Also, uh, there's only so many. I should have. This should have been the first part. There's only so many local breweries that make a pumpkin beer that we carry. Like last year, I did all the locals I could, um, and that was like what Brew Little Kings Road, uh, Flying Fish, who aren't really local, but they used to be. I think I did River Horse. If I didn't, I should have. Oh no, were we able? I don't think we were able to get River Horse last year. There's only so many. And honestly, like looking at the trends, like it took me until like April. No, February to sell all my pumpkin. I think I still have Shipyard on the shelf. I still have a case of Warlock. Like the numbers are down, so I don't think I'm going to be bringing in as many different pumpkin beers. You know what I mean? This year, I mean, I'll still have a nice variety, and I'll still have stuff that like you didn't expect to find or that like not everywhere is going to have. But at the same time, like I had like 42, 43 different pumpkin beers last year. And when you have that many, I understand with craft beer, it's like people want to try everything. Like that's what craft is. Like it's not find what you like and keep drinking it. It's find what you like and then find something else you like and then find something else you like and then find, and that's, the appeal of craft beer. There's much more to try. Um, but I forget what I was saying. Well, I guess these are starting to kick in. I will be right back, and I will remember to mute my mic. I never liked it. I was never a fan. If you want a case of Warlock, we got you. But yeah, so I wouldn't have noticed the decline because I just wasn't into it. That's a possibility. I'll be right back. All right. Where was I? Oh, I got to drink all these. Cool. Oh, that's where I was. Okay. Okay, so here's my problem. Oktoberfest, I like this style. Like once or twice, maybe three times over that whole season. I'm gonna run into the same problem with Oktoberfest beers that I do with pumpkin beers, where I just get sick of the same thing over and over again. Um, I have had plenty. I've reviewed plenty. I know what I like. My favorite one, I refuse to drink anymore because my old favorite. I refuse to drink anymore because I'm just not cool with some of the things that brewery's done over the last couple of years. And now it's like, yeah, there's some good ones, there's some bad ones, but it's like they're all the same. Honestly, like I did a couple of reviews last year, and I, I'm not like pumpkin. Like there's more variation at least, even though you're getting the same spice combination, the same. You're still getting like different styles: ale, stout, saison, IPA, milkshake IPA, brown ale. You know what I mean? Like you're getting a lot of variation. With Oktoberfest, it's Marzen or Festbier. You know, like, and they're similar enough where it's like, I don't know. And also, like, I haven't really been enjoying the red slash amber stuff as much lately. And that taste profile is similar enough to Oktoberfest beers where like, I don't really think I would love to do that, but like, I know right now by the third day, I'd be like, all right, I'm done. uh, but if you haven't had Beer Garden from Tonewood, absolutely amazing. Um, Wanderback Fest beer, yeah, guys. If you guys haven't had anything from Wanderback, like they're lager focused, but they're IPAs. Little secret, they're IPLs. That's all they do is lagers. So it's not an IPA, it's an IPL. But um, everything these guys do is absolutely amazing. And I know. Last week I reviewed their 7.2% extra cromulent, and I think I gave it a 4 out of 5, maybe 4.25 out of 5. Um, that was the worst thing I've had from them, and I'm like primarily an IPA guy. I think I've given just about everything else I've had from them a 5 out of 5. Like, if you guys haven't had Wanderback, uh, you're selling yourself short. You're doing yourself a disservice. Kind of just want to keep going. I mean, I'm obviously not going to review anything else, because I'm starting to feel the effects of these beverages. But I might just hang out. I might even DDC, if you're still there, man, you want to jump on? Come on air. Who else is watching? You want to come on? Come on, jump on there. Come on. Yo, Dark Matter. Oh my god, yeah, Dark Matter was amazing. Um, risk management. As far as their IPAs go, like risk management, really like I was really really happy with that. And Hugo, oh my god. Uh, so this is the third batch of Hugo that they just did. It should be hitting stores either last week or this week. Um, the first batch I tried, it was like, you know, I did a video. I'm not gonna play it again, but I did a video, and it was like, lager up front and hops. This version of Hugo, super bad. So I didn't have one from the second batch. The third batch that was just canned last week, I had a can of. This third batch of Hugo, it's like all of the best parts of Hugo are are there, and anything bad you had to say about the beer, it's not there anymore. Yeah, Wanderback. Oh my God, these guys, they know how I feel about them. It's taking me a long time to drink this. This is like warming up and everything. Well, let me see. Anyone out there wants to jump in? Hmm. And I got distracted scrolling. It doesn't take long. Uh, hmm. What is this nonsense? I probably shouldn't click on that. Yeah, message requests at 6 a.m. Yeah, don't click on that. If I don't already know who they are, why are they trying to talk to me at that hour? Uh, I'm gonna go do some recon. All right. So I have 2 THC beverages, no beer, except for like super old beer that like I will drink, but you'll have to pay me. Oh no, I'll throw up. Um, Actually, depending on not even no, not even going down that path. So I have 2 THC beverages and one that everyone I've talked to has said it's absolutely horrible. So I don't know. We'll see. Still got a couple sips left here. Oh my god. Ooh, the acidity. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh my god, this is like the sourness is just staying with me. Like, ugh. I mean, it's good. Correct. All right. So, yeah, this isn't going to be an official review. I will tell you my opinion. I'm not going to rate it. I'm past that point. I'm past the point where I should be on camera, but I'm having too good of a time, and I want to keep the party going. So I'm just going to drink this. You can tell it's not an official review because the glass and the can are on the wrong side. This is the comfortable way I drink beer when I'm not trying to show it off. Here's a little fun fact. Ooh, I like the color. So this is 5 milligrams. Thank God. From Woodstock, 15 milligrams CBD and 5 milligrams CBN. So I have a feeling that after I drink this and turn off the camera, I'm not going to last much longer. In fact, I might even pass out on stream. That's not going to happen. Yeah, so it's from Woodstock. Are they actually from the town of Woodstock? I don't know because these brands. Oh no, here it is. Nope, Massachusetts. All right, so they're liars. I'm just kidding. This one is Dark Berry's Dream. And it has 10 grams of sugar, so it's not horrible. Still more than necessary, I'm sure. Berries. Wow. Smells like I don't know, there's like an energy drink that this reminds me of. Celsius. Wild berry Celsius. That's exactly what this smells like. Yeah. Almost exactly what it tastes like too, except you can tell this has 10 grams of sugar in it. Yeah, it's on the sweeter side. Oh. Why don't I just keep that up so I don't have to? Yeah, it's pretty much a wild berry Celsius, but sweeter. And the only reason I know what wild berry Celsius is or tastes like is because the only energy drink options at my place of employment are Red Bull and Celsius, and we only have like 2 flavors of Celsius. So after I've had the tropical 100 times, I'm like, all right, something else. Celsius is definitely, and I'm not like an energy drink enthusiast or anything. I'm not like Mr. Monster over here. I'm not extreme. Well, I can be, but not in this case. Yeah. The Celsius. I mean, there's 2 readily available options to me, and everybody knows all about Red Bull. The flavors are okay, but just way too much sugar and not enough caffeine. And Celsius have way less sugar and the appropriate amount of caffeine. In fact, what I like to do, I take a couple 10 milligram mango Uncle Arnie's shooters and mix them with a tropical Celsius, and that's like my work speedball. I get my caffeine, I get my THC. Like that next couple hours at work is going to be nice. It's yeah. Sometimes it's absolutely necessary. I mostly do that like during weekend or not weekends, but like Fridays or like holiday weeks. I think I've been trying to come up with a name for it, and I think the work speedball. It doesn't work, but it's in the right direction. Um, and I don't want to call it anything with BJ in the title because people will get the wrong idea. Hmm. Let's brainstorm. What do you got? Yeah, the work speedball doesn't really. Yeah, that implies just weird stuff. Um, well, and it's funny too because if this helps in naming it, the cost with my discount at work. No, 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 that's right. I don't even take the discount on it. The cost of that drink is $9.99. So there's something to work with there. Just over here brainstorming. Yeah, what do we call that? Yeah, yeah. I mean, and that's why it's only for like I can't do it every day, you know. But like when I really need it, once a week. Once a week, I'll spend that $10. But what do we call it? And I've messed around with variations. Um, I took a berry three tree, blah, 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 a 20 milligram berry flavored shot from 3 Chi, and I dumped it into a berry Celsius. And I mean, it was good, but I definitely prefer the tropical Celsius with the mango shooters. No, I mean, there's definitely we got the 9.99 thing we can work with. We got the THC and caffeine. It's like a modern Four Loco, the Nine Loco. Does that work? Right, right. Nine Loco. Nah, I like it. And I'm sure I'm not the first person who like thought of this and like did this, but I mean, I'm a person talking about it live on YouTube right now, so I'm taking it. Hmm. Yeah, no, 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 no. We're gonna have to circle back to that one. Well, I apparently have broken the seal. BRB, lol. All right. Oh, I just spilled all over my leg. Oh. So that was a sign I probably shouldn't be on camera anymore. But still going to finish this one. Oh. What am I doing? Oh. Oh, no. You are mistaken, my friend. I got to drink down a little bit so you can see. Mechanical Brewery, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Back when I was there on May, I want to say 6th or 7th. I know it wasn't the 5th. Maybe it was the 5th. I'm pretty sure it was the 5th. I was there. I had some friends in town. We hit a bunch of breweries. We go to that place. They had a deal: 4 glasses for $20. So I grabbed this one, which I love, with the hot balloon. Nice. Yeah, they're so close, and the last time I was there was May of last year. Like, I guess my agoraphobia, that speaks more to my agoraphobia. They're amazing. They're an amazing brewery, but they're not the same since Leah left. And yeah, I'm gonna say that on air. It hasn't. A couple of times I've been there since Leah left, it wasn't the same. It didn't feel the same. It was. I don't know. It was like, it was weird. It was like, oh, now I gotta make new friends. But no. So there were 4 for 20, and I'll show you the other 3. So there's this guy. Love this one. And then there's this one. And where's the bulb? Where's the short one? Oh, there's the short one. Oh, there's the bulb. Yeah, so we got your 12-ounce Mechanical Brewery logo on either side. My least favorite of the haul. This, I don't know, this might be my second favorite. This is my third favorite of the haul. Yeah, that's definitely my second. It's got the gold rim, the gold mechanical logo. Excellent little bulb. This one, of course. And then I love this glass because it's the only glass I can pour a whole 19.2 into. Okay, so weeks, not months. Like, I've seen recent pictures. Like, they're brewing. I'm pretty sure they're brewing. Like, they're ready to go. It's been a long road. It's been like 2 years since I first heard about this, but you know, very soon. They will be up and running very soon. I no longer have my in at that brewery, so I don't really hear all the news as often. My guy left to start working here. So yeah, last I heard, it's a couple weeks. I'm really looking forward to it. I had full disclosure, BJ Drinks Beer has not stepped foot in a brewery since March 17th, St. Patty's Day. And before that, it was like October of 24. Okay. I haven't been out, uh, just trying to save some money. The wrestling thing has been really like, there's a lot of times I would have gone out, but I got to be home um, to watch wrestling or do a stream. Uh, but I will be definitely checking out Mechanical when they open up. I think they're supposed to do a like an industry night, kind of like before the opening. So I might get in there before the public and be able to like go and check it out. And if I do, there's a good chance that I will be recording some videos, of the interior of the place. Maybe do some interviews. Maybe see if I can get a whole BJ's Brewery reviewery going on. But if not, no big deal. I'm sure. Uh, and that's what I'm saying. Like something like that, I would love to do. Like, so actually, you know what? That's a pretty good idea. I should probably contact them and see if I can get that going. As long as it doesn't interfere with the wrestling stuff. And as far as the wrestling stuff goes, I know, yeah, who wants to hear about this? I'm here for beer. Um, so the school in Mount Holly is opened up. It's put it this way: there's going to be a lot going on for the next couple of months there. I don't know how much I'm going to be involved with, but by like cold weather, it's going to be there's going to be a lot going on, and I'm going to be right there. Like, yeah. Right now, we're just trying to get everything set up. But once everything is set up, it's going to be on. Pretty much is what I'm saying. If that made any sense to anybody. Ugh. I got way too much liquid in me. Well, yeah, I guess I should wrap things up. DDC, thank you for hanging out. Uh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, feel free to join every Saturday night at 9 o'clock, unless I have something better going on. But that would require me fighting the agoraphobia and leaving the house. So chances are every Saturday night. I don't know. Wrestling is the only thing, like wrestling shows. If I'm going to a wrestling show, I might not be on, but otherwise. Yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah. 9 o'clock Sunday night. I'm going to schedule it probably tomorrow. But yeah, I've been doing this for a couple of weeks now, and it's been a lot of fun. So I'm just going to keep doing it. Uh, I guess that's all. I have so many dishes to do. But yeah, thanks everybody for stopping in. Thanks everyone in chat, all two of you. And Rick is long gone. Yeah, thank you. Drop a like if you're so inclined. Help me out, make me smile. And stay tuned to BJ Drinks Beer. If I can get any editing done, there will be some shorts and videos released over the course of the next week. I know I really want to get that Wanderback video out, so I might make an effort tomorrow to get that done and release it. But otherwise, stay tuned. DDC. I think that was the right amount. And Yeah, if you guys are wrestling fans, like I said earlier, go ahead and check out BJ and DG Talk Wrestling on YouTube and Instagram. There it is. We have a live stream every Sunday at 5, just about almost every Sunday at 5, and we talk about everything that's going on in wrestling. And there's more than that. We got interviews. We're going to have sketches coming up. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. So check that out if you don't already. Is it a burp or is there more? But yeah, I am way past the point where I should be on camera. So that's all I've got for this time. Until next time. Cheers.